Okay guys, so my previous video was just a preview of what I was trying to say, that Kevin Trudeau is gold. Now what I have done since March 2013, that's what, 5 years ago, I've been transcribing all of his notes. So here it is: Your Wish is Your Command, Gin Level Training Notes, Level 1, 13 CDs. So what I did is I transcribed every single one of Kevin Trudeau level 1 to 4 notes. So this first book, my first notebook, comprises of mainly level 1 notes. So there you go. Teachability Index, Training Balance Scale, Who Do You Listen To, the 5 basic concepts, right? And I transcribed it word for word. His entire notes. I would do this every evening after work. I just kept consistent. Segment 2. Oh wow. Okay. CD 8. Then I went on to the second book. Here's my second notebook. Okay, all these people are watching. Okay. Your Wish is Your Command. Track 3. CD 8. I continued with it. Continued. Every day. Every night. After work, I'd be transcribing his notes, listening to his audios on the train. I completed the entire course. These are all level 1 to 4 notes, guys. Level 1 to 4. Kevin Trudeau. All this. Just white paper, pen with blue ink, of course. This is my third notebook. So that's level 3, eliminating the stops. I transcribed the entire level 3 notes here, as you can see. Just kept on writing, listening to him, listening. Oh, and then I started the KT Personal Mastery course, Nuggets of Gold, Lesson 2, the word exercise. There are 323 words. I've got to word 140. This is one of the most laborious, tedious, most difficult exercises. I've got to keep consistent with it. I have fallen off the bandwagon with it. I'm not going to lie. I did take a break since last June, actually, after I went to see my boyfriend in Michigan. I kind of fell off the bandwagon there. But yeah, I got to, and then I resumed it with my sister. And now, thank you, Michael. Basically, I got to word 146. Oh no, 156. I'm going to continue that. Guys, keep me motivated to do this word exercise, please. I've got to do 2 words a day. Try to set myself up to win. But yeah, what I'm going to do is, my intention is to reread all of my Kevin Trudeau notes that I had transcribed, right? Because I did this since I was 5 years ago. I did this 5 years ago, guys. And I need to go back into this gin level training because you know what they say, 5 minutes to learn, a lifetime to master. So this is something you're going to do over and over again. But I strongly encourage you to go through levels 1 to 4 of Kevin Trudeau. Just levels 1 to 4. Listen to it consistently. Listen to a segment a day, 20 minutes a day even, if that. And start transcribing the notes. At least you have it all written out here on the notepad, right? And at least the fact that you transcribe it, it takes you to another level, because you're not just listening to it, you're then writing it and listening to him and writing it. So it's ingraining it further into your DNA. And sometimes you do get goosebump moments when you're really feeling the information. But yeah, God, I'm just looking at my notes now, and it's been a long time. But yeah, and then what I also did is I stuck to the reading book list. Do you know what I did on the end of level 4? I wrote down the entire protocol that Kevin Trudeau talks about. I wrote my agreements down. Some of them I've not stuck to, and I acknowledge it and take full responsibility. I wrote the TFT technique down at the back of my notebook after Googling it, the collarbone breathing exercise. And then I wrote down all the great leaders of success, and then all the books that Kevin Trudeau recommends to read. So number 1, The Magic of Thinking Big, and then I put a tick next to it, which indicates how many times I've read the book. And yeah, that's right, Valeria. No, it never ends. The training never ends. 5 minutes to learn, lifetime to master, right? But yeah, what I did is I put a tick next to the amount of times I've read the book. So I'm on the 2nd round now, and I'm currently rereading the Cybernetics. There we go. So I've got to this bit, number 5. So I've reread these books. That's why you can see 2 ticks next to the books. I'll have to put a second tick there after I finish Cybernetics, and then I'll be rereading these books again. So I've read through them all once, bought them, so I'm following that as well. So yeah, this is the book list, guys. If you don't know, The Magic of Thinking Big, see you at the top, Asking It Is Given, The Secret, and the DVD, the new Cybernetics, The Law of Success in 16 Lessons, Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Believing, How to Influence and Influence People, The Go-Getter, The Power of Positive Thinking, The Game of Work, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Hung by the Tongue, a Creative Force, and What You Say Is What You Get. Remember, Kevin Trudeau said these are biblical, not compulsory to read. But I've written 13 books to read over and over again, at least 20 times, like he said. Hello there, Agnieszka. Hello there, Jimbo. Hello there, Nadia. Okay, so I started to write notes of the books that I was reading as well. Any like golden nuggets that I found that resonated with me, that was cool. Well, hopefully this inspires you guys. The creative workshop. Oh yes, this is the from Asking It Is Given. You know, they give a lot of processes to do. So I think I did one of the processes, the creative workshop. That was a fun one to do, actually. Got to admit. Yeah, so I had to talk about what I desire in my work, what I desire in my relationships, what I desire in my body, 3 areas of life. And yeah, and this is the notes that I've been transcribing of KT. Levels 1 to 4, guys, comprise over 3 big notebooks. Rereading some books and also some other ones that that's another one. How I raise myself from failure to success in selling. Katie talks about that one as well. So I just bought that recently and started reading it. The Compound Effect. This book was recommended by my business, the online business that I'm in, at the live training event. One of the guys on stage said, "Hey guys, buy the book, The Compound Effect, and read it. It's good, actually. It talks about, you can link it to what Kevin Trudeau is talking about, and it relates to delayed gratification, the Chinese bamboo story, doing the right things long enough consistently. So there's action-oriented people. It really resonates. It kind of relates to you. So it's really good for the type of attitude you need to have when you're building a business, because it talks about patience and just doing the right things long enough consistently and that kind of stuff. So I totally can relate to this. It's really clear and concise. The Richest Man in Babylon. This is another book that I was recommended to by my online business, a live training event. It's a fictional tale, but it actually relates to financial education. So everything, again, Kevin Trudeau says about saving 10% on what you earn and saving that will bring you wealth. That's all in this book. There's so much wisdom in this. Even though it's through a fictional fable, there's like actual golden nuggets of wisdom. So don't let this message go amiss. And Maximum Achievement by Brian Tracy. This is another good book to read. Again, Kevin Trudeau didn't recommend this, but obviously he's good friends with Brian Tracy. And he's quoted a lot from him. And this is pretty good. It's a lot of it is kind of on point, but you have to have discernment. Some stuff he says, it's not 100% on point. Again, Abraham Hicks is the best.